14th of May, a major development for young Master James. The Zola goaler that swung it for Chelsea, and the new Miss Universe makes a doddering debut. Gianfranco Zola came off the bench to fire Chelsea to glory last night in the European Cup Winners' Cup. The Italian grabbed the winner with his second touch. He'd been on the pitch for 30 seconds. Petrescu got the red card, but Stuttgart never threatened again, and Chelsea ended the night as the kings of Europe.
All over Europe this lunchtime with news of Chelsea's triumph and the rest of the day's sport. Here's Trish.
There'll be a few hangovers on the Kings already Chelsea this lunchtime, Rob, I can tell you. Super sub Gianfranco Zola got the winner just seconds after coming off the bench against Stuttgart. And two other English clubs have something to smile about thanks to Chelsea's efforts. Aston Villa will play in next season's Uefa Cup, while Crystal Palace will now take Villa's place in the Inter-Toto Cup. Alex Bolton reports.
The Chelsea team arrived back in London to a hero's welcome this morning, the first English side to win the Cup Winners' Cup twice. Captain Dennis Wise proudly displaying his medal to anyone who wanted to see. Their Italian forward Gianfranco Zola may be set to miss this summer's World Cup, but he proved he's still capable of making it a blue day for one team at least. Just 30 seconds after coming on as a substitute, it was his 70th minute strike which sank Stuttgart. He ran on to Dennis Wise's pass to crash the ball into the top corner. In truth, it was a gritty game on a difficult pitch. Dan Petrescu sent off for this late challenge. But nothing was really going to mar the Blues' Stockholm success story. Gianluca Vialli's side will now try to make their qualities count in the Premiership next season. Alex Bolton, 5 News.
After Chelsea won the Cup Winners' Cup final in Sweden. Their 1-0 triumph over Stuttgart was celebrated throughout the night. It's Chelsea's second trophy of the season, and it's all down to the man of the moment, Gianfranco Zola. Our sports reporter, Peter Staunton, reports.
Minutes after the trophy had been won, the streets around the stadium were filled with victorious fans. The party spread through the city centre. There was hardly a hint of trouble. A large police operation headed for home after being generally unemployed for most of the night. The match had been won by a moment of skill from the man who'd just come on. Zola's appearance from the subs bench, an inspired decision.
I had a good feeling, and in the end, I caught the occasion, and I used it in the best way.
Eventually they left for the airport, relieved that a long season was finally over. It had ended on the highest note. And in the early hours of this morning, the team arrived at Heathrow looking remarkably fit, considering the celebration which had already been going on for some time. Zola got the warmest reception. It had taken an Italian to get Chelsea back on the winning trail in Europe. After 27 years, it was glory in the Cup Winners' Cup once again.
We finally enjoyed ourselves. We've done the business and we're pleased about it. You know, it's a great feeling.
After my second season at Chelsea, I already won 3 trophies, so to win a European Cup, it's fantastic, it's a dream, and I realised it.
What Chelsea need now is more consistent form in the league to give them the chance at the Champions Cup. Peter Staunton, ITN Sport.
Vamos. La pelota se le queda a Poyet, ante el Sanchís. Va Roberto muy bien ahí, Sanchís. Aunque ha vuelto a recuperar Zola, también Hierro. Hierro frente a Zola. Poyet y gol. Ha clavado Gustavo Poyet, minuto 36 de la segunda parte.
Fíjate lo que es dejar pensar a Zola. Fíjate cómo, a pesar de que Fernando Hierro estaba cerca, le dio una sola opción para levantar la cabeza. Aquí lo vemos, cómo levanta la cabeza y cómo le pone el balón a Poyet, donde en la frontal del área se ha definido como el jugador más importante de este partido. Estábamos hablando que la entrada de Poyet en el equipo había sido importantísima y el gol ha premiado su diferencia en cuanto a la balanza positiva.
La ha pegado muy bien,
Muy bien, fenomenal. Y yo creo que ese gesto lo hace porque es un gesto que habitualmente...